how I haven't opened up this box yet. This box. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's try to be disciplined. But, okay, let's just do it. Let's just see what's in here. Here we go. This is it. Let's take that out. What do we have here? We have stuff to read. Come on, get out. What is this? I've always wanted one of these. Oh my gosh, and here is congratulations on winning our Golden Gratitude Contest. We appreciate your involvement and hope you enjoy using your special Estie. Best regards, Esterbrook team. Why, thank you, Esterbrook team. I appreciate that too. And this is just the coolest thing. I always kind of stop myself from getting one, but now I have one. Look at this. Look at this cute, delicious bookmark. Oh my word. Yeah, that's gonna be your home. You're gonna stay in there forever. But this is the giveaway. Let's just make space. Let's just make space for it. Okay. Wow. You gotta open it now. You gotta open it. Open it. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, here is... I love these boxes, by the way. I did. I wasn't into the Etsy pens until now. I'm into Etsy pens. I'm now into them. But I always got kind of jealous of the boxes. You know, this gorgeous red. If you don't know, my company name before was Red Barn Studio. So anything red was just like, anyway. Look at that. Wow. Let's go in. Let's go just a little tad in. Look at this cutie patootie. I'm going to get to all the stuff that's in there. This is the Golden Gratitude pen. I want us to see, look at that. Just gonna turn this and just look. Oh my gosh. Look at the deliciousness of that. Wow. It's weighty too. It's very weighty. Feels a little bit heavier. I want to say it feels a little bit heavier than my other Esterbrook, but maybe it doesn't. Okay. Oh, there's a, oh. What? Okay, let me just take him up. Please hold. Okay, I've come down off my high, momentarily. Well, I've come down off the high. And let's talk about the pen. I'm ready to talk about the pen. Let's just talk about the pen. Back in mid-September, Esterbrook announced that they were doing a giveaway. And I only just wandered back onto Instagram. I'd been off for about a year-ish. And I was not feeling it, and I just really started getting back on Instagram. And one of the places that I saw immediately was this, one of the things I saw rather, was this announcement. Etsy, oh my goodness, if I do that wrong. Estie, stop confusing the two, Grace, come on. Estie was celebrating reaching 50,000 followers on Instagram, and they put on their feed an announcement about a giveaway for 10 limited edition pens. This is the pen. And I thought, why not enter? Why not? And come to find out, I won this pen. So this pen is called the Golden Gratitude Estie. I do it again. Why do I keep doing that? This pen is called the Golden Gratitude Estie. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's it. This pen is called the Golden Gratitude Estie. And the resin is crafted from, let's see if I can get this to focus. Yes, the resin is crafted from diamond cast, featuring this gorgeous, let me see if I can get this better, gorgeous sparkle. And that's from diamond dust infused into the acrylic body. Diamond cast. Huh, okay. Let's see about the pen. If you're new to Esterbrook, which I'm fairly new to Esterbrook, Esterbrook has been in existence since 1858. Lordy, 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 look at that, 1858. The Golden Gratitude pen is a standard cigar shape. I actually love cigar shape pens. One of my first pens that is cigar shape that I'm like gravitating to is the Raven. What? Anyway, for this pen, it's gold trim for the clip, the cap and body rings. There's two rings there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's see. Let me do the things. Let's do this. The cap. Oh, that's a good cap. That'll sit nicely because I put these around loops, and sometimes I want to have a cap. What is it called? Oh Lord, clip. Jeez Louise. Estie also features interchangeable nibs especially with their Estie pens. Or I should say, Esterbrook features interchangeable nib system for their Estie pens, and there's a whole slew of options available. Now, let's see how long it turns to open. Let's do an opening. And I know they're generally the same, but I still like to do it just in case one pen is slightly different than the other. Okay, that's one. Oh, that's one. Let's see. I think the Raven is like 2 complete turns, and this one is like 1 3/4 turns, which is not too bad. Their pen cap is engraved. I'll put a picture up instead. Their pen cap is engraved with their name, which they usually do. And as you can see, what I've heard is there is actually, it's filled with gold this time, obviously to match the pen body. It features Estie's, what is the word called? What they do it's a proprietary, I think. It's their thing. You can actually feel the boop up when they do it. It is a cushion. What did they call it? A cushion closure in a cap, because it keeps the ink wet, reduces drying out, and promotes smooth ink flow. The cap itself is postable. Yeah, the cap is nicely postable. It feels actually, what does it feel like without? It's a bit short actually. Feels a bit short in my hand, and it feels a bit too light. This might be a pen I actually post. It feels beautifully weighted in my hand. I feel no issues in my perlicue area here, with the cap on, which is nice. Actually feels better with the cap, so it feels better posted. Interesting. Comes with a cartridge converter. Yeah, comes with a regular cartridge converter. The nib itself is with their, oh my goodness, this pen is just flippin' gorgeous. Okay, let's do some stats. Before I do stats though, I want to say for my pen unboxings, I usually do a 6 criteria rating for pens. and with my most recent 6-month value ratings video. I'll put a card in there so you can find that. For those, I've decided to retire the 6 criteria rating. I will still do the 6-month value ratings 2 times per year because I find that helps me figure out pens and how they work for me and all the information I need to know about pens in my collection. But for going forward, I will talk about 2 things. And as I said, the value rating. I will talk about the overall look, and the overall look will include part of the other ratings that I use. How unique is it, the style, how easy is it to initially use. All of that I will doing 1 rating for all of that. And I don't even know if I'll do a rating for that. Then later in my twice yearly videos, I will do my personal value rating, having used the pen over time, which to me is really important. Anyway, there's stats about the pen. Let's get to the stats. I didn't see posted stats. I usually get posted stats because it's easier just to get from the site what the pen, the size of the pen. So I had to get out my calipers. I have never used my calipers before, so if these measurements are incorrect, please forgive me, but I think they're pretty close to what it is. Anyway, the capped length is 5.82 inches, which is roughly 149 millimeters. The uncapped length is 4.97 inches, 126 millimeters, which to me is a bit short for usually how I write. So I think I will be posting. I'm pretty sure I will be posting. Anyway, the posted length is 6 3/4 inches. What the flip? And that's not an issue for me. Whoa. That's about 171 millimeters, by the way. The grip the diameter grip is a bit smaller than I prefer. I prefer 4.2, 4.5, 0 point, I should say. This one is 0.39, which is about 10 millimeters, which is so cool. The nib is the standard number 6 Yovo nib, which obviously has the Esterbrook logo on it, which is so cool. So cool. Before we ink it up, I'm gonna ink it up with my standard ink. I've started using just the 1 ink, and this ink is Waterman Serenity Blue because I know how it writes, I know what's happening with it, and yeah, it's so much easier to do pen unboxings with just the ink and let the pen do all the work of informing me. Alrighty, let's get to some nib. Let's get to some pen comparisons. Here is my, oh my goodness, that's just freaking gorgeous. Of course, you know I have to bring out my Esterbrook, the Raven. So basically 2 beautiful cigar shape. I want to say that the Raven is slightly longer, and I don't know if it has to do with the piston that's in the end of this. Anyway, I had to bring out my other glitzy pen. I have another glitzy pen. That's the Benu. And the Benu, I love writing with this pen, and I think the length of this pen, it's interesting. I want to see these uncapped in a minute because I think this is going to be a shorter pen. So there is the Benu Euphoria Earl Grey, and because I was in a dark mood, I thought, let me just stick to black, gold, and yeah. So I brought out, this is my Visconti Mirage Mythos, the Apollo pen, because, you know, gold and brown and black and all the stuff. So I'm weird that way. And then, for no other reason than just because it's a pen that went into my hand. This is the Platinum 3776. Now, if you look at these pens, if you look at all of them, these 2 are, for this purposes here, these 2 are definitely on the shorter end of the lengthwise. Let me do a quick uncapping to see how they measure up, because I think that's going to make a difference. Alrighty, I knew that was going to make a difference. This is fascinating that the Benu comes out, it edges out even the Raven in length, ever so slightly. Let's push that down a bit. I like to see the nibs all the same length, the same. So these two definitely are smaller, even smaller if we look at the Golden Gratitude, even smaller than the Golden Gratitude. I know I definitely capped this pen, or post this pen. This is the 3776 Platinum. I definitely post this pen. I'm going to have to definitely post this one as well, I can see. There you go. But in looking at length, it is definitely shorter than the piston, the Raven piston, and the Bennu. I love the length. If I had to pick a length of pen that works for me, it would be this length with the Bennu. But I am loving how the Golden Gratitude fits in this lineup. It's absolutely beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Alrighty. Next thing I want to do is, let me set up for a writing sample and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so this is my notebook I usually write my new pens in. I've inked the pen up with Serenity, my go-to blue. For some reason, I did not know that this ink can sit on its side so it's just sitting here. Anyway, and of course, look, I gotta use it. It's so beautiful. I was actually thinking of getting one sometime soon, and now I don't have to. Okay, let's get to, I want to show you something that I have gotten. You know when you ink up a pen and it doesn't come in right away? I saw this on Etsy. Isn't this just the most gorgeous little container? So I saw this on Etsy and I thought, when I have a pen that I've just inked up and I want it to flow, I'll put it upside down in there and it'll flow while I clean up and do the thing. So isn't that the cutest little thing? I put I'll put a link for where I found it, because if you want one, I gotta let you know that, I gotta let you know about it, right? Alrighty, let's get to the writing sample, shall we? And I'm hoping you've done the thing. The pen is the let's come in here just a tad bit more so we can just see everything. The pen, when they sent me an email saying which nib did you want, I said I wanted a broad because I only had one broad nib and I had Kirk Spear work on it, so I don't have necessarily a broad nib anymore, so I decided to get this one in a broad nib. Plus I want to be able to use certain pens for headings, and that just writes beautifully. Alrighty, of course the ink is that's a little bouncer there. Beautiful, beautiful strokes all around. I didn't have any issues. The one issue I have, not an issue, but the one thing I notice when I'm doing these strokes, the upstroke hardly comes through. And here is the upstroke coming through quite nicely. Let's do. That's not bad. That's not bad. I don't know if you heard just now, there's a slight scratchiness to it that didn't come through with all of this, but it did come through on the loop-de-loops. What else? Let's do reverse writing. Let's see how we do reverse. Not bad. Not bad at all. Wow. That's pretty awesome. I can read that. That's pretty awesome. Okay, let's do the pengram I came up with. Let's write quickly and see how it keeps up. That's fascinating when I wrote there. Let me explain. I write quickly to see how good the nib moves across the surface in a fast way. it's almost like the paper was really, really slick, and it just, I don't know how to explain it, just moved really quickly. Not in a bad way, not in a oh yeah, that's perfect, but it felt like the paper was really slick. I don't know if that's a case of a broad nib doing that, because this is basically only my second broad nib, so I don't have a whole lot of experience with it, but I kind of like that. Alrighty, let me write some initial thoughts and see how I like them. I'm liking the nib. I think it's a gorgeous writer. It's a beautiful, beautiful pen. I think they knocked it out of the park with this one. Yeah. I am liking. As you know, the value rating, I'm not giving a rating on the pens anymore. The value rating will come with my next pen review, 6-month pen review. The pen is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. As of this recording, I think they're out of stock. I know it's a limited edition, but I really hope they make this pen available to more people, because that thing is a nice writer. That is a nice writer. Alrighty, there we go. There we go. Golden Gratitude Giveaway unboxing. Here she is. You give me feelings.